This is to show you another link for Jackpot. All right, people, we are here again with another important message and information for you, especially those of us aspiring and wishing to relocate to other countries, to be precise, the United Kingdom and Ireland. So we are here today to give you the important message about what you need to apply for the healthcare assistant job that is trending everywhere. But first, just before we continue, we want to appeal to you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to click on the notification button so that you can be receiving first-hand information whenever we update or post any new video. Thank you. I remain your dear Ben. I remember Ben, that's my name. Ben is my name. Ben is my name. All right, let's continue. So today, I would like to talk about a list of, or the list of trusts and health care homes recruiting Africans and other countries. Because it was on the news some time ago that Nigeria, alongside few other countries in Africa, were banned, and that was so misleading. Nigerians and those African countries or affected countries were never banned. Rather, the governments and the WHO say that they would not be placing emphasis or higher interest on those countries. So they have shifted priority on other countries rather than Nigeria and those other affected countries. So this means that Nigerians can still apply, but you shouldn't apply through agents because the applications will not be treated. So right now, I'm going to be giving you a list of care homes and trusts that are still recruiting Nigerians and all other countries that were on the list. So let's begin. First and foremost, I would like to tell you all that you need to begin your care assistance or caregiving job application. Number one, you need to have your international passport. Of course, you can't get into any country without an international passport. Now, you don't just have to apply with an international passport. The international passport has to be valid. And for the purpose of this caregiving job as application, you are strongly advised to apply with an international passport that has up to 1 year validity, right? Because the application process, which you're going to be doing yourself, may take you between 3 to 6 months. Right. So you need such passport with at least 1 year validity. Now, when you have that, the next thing you have to do is update your CV. Some people call it resume. You need to update your CV, and precisely you have to work in line with the country that you're applying to. Work using or prepare a CV that is in the template of the country. Let's take, for instance, UK to be precise, where the healthcare assistant jobs are available and open to people and interested applicants. You need to update your CV to that of the UK standard. Of course, I don't need to tell you how you should go about that. You can do your research and get a standard and professional UK CV for healthcare assistant job application, right? Now let's go to the next. You have to have your academic qualification. Of course, the minimum required qualification for you to file for the healthcare assistant job is a WHEC certificate. I'm taking the Nigerian and West African exam, for instance, as an instance rather. So we are taking WHEC, which is the final exam of your senior secondary education. So in the UK, it is equivalent to the level 3 diploma certificate. So first and foremost, I said you have to get your international passport, and it has to be valid for at least 1 year. You have to update your CV up to the UK standard, establishing your experience in healthcare job or healthcare assistant job and all that. Then you also have to get a minimum of level 3 diploma, which equivalent is the WHEC in West Africa. Now let's go further. What else do you need to apply for this job? Now you have to get your IELTS, your English proficiency test result. And I want to specifically talk about IELTS. A lot of people make mistakes of writing the regular general IELTS, which is used to apply for jobs in the in every other part of the world except UK. But if you are applying for the UK healthcare assistant job, you specifically need to write the UKVI General Training IELTS. And for this particular exam, you are expected to have a minimum of band score 5.0 across board. This means your listening, reading, writing, and speaking have to hit at least 5.0. Okay. Now, some persons will say, what if I can't write the IELTS? Don't I have an alternative? Of course you do. There is the UK NARIC, which you can simply get by applying to have an evaluation of your qualification, your academic qualification, to give you your English language proficiency. To do that, you have to log on to www.ecctis.com. So it's the ECTIS. You have to go onto their website and apply for it. Of course, there are some fees you have to pay. Then once that is done, they would give you a report of the equivalent of your qualification to the English language proficiency. Of course, you can use that for the care job application. Next, let's look at other things you need to bring up or gather to file this application. You need to have your care certificate. Yes, for care certificate, this is very crucial. You have to get something that shows, that qualifies you to apply for a job. Now, talking about care certificates, you can, of course, get so many of that online. They are everywhere on the UK website. Apply for them. Take as many of the care certificate courses, online courses as you can. Some are practically free. Others you have to pay a little token, say £2, £3, £5. But then there is another one you can go for. It costs about £15. It's more like a health and social care certificate. It's 15 in one. Okay, so if you can take that particular course, it will boost your qualifications. Okay, now let's also deviate from the online courses. There is this particular course that you can take by a company. Yes, a company in the UK that I know about. They offer the level 3 diploma certificates. It's actually called RQF. Yes, when you take on that particular course, it would qualify you to apply even for the nursing assistant course in few of the universities or colleges in the UK. So it is one diploma that gives you an edge over others who just got the online certificates. Maybe if you're interested, you can request for the contact or link on the comment section of this video. Let's proceed. Okay, so what other requirements do you need? You need to get your COVID-19 vaccination card. You need to get that. That would also qualify you for this application, because for you to go and work in a care trust, in a care home, you need to also show that you are healthy. And one of the documents you need to provide to prove your health status should be the COVID-19 vaccination card. So that will show that you've taken the jabs and you are clean. Now, next, you have to provide 2 references. Of course, from your previous employers. I shouldn't tell you what you should have on your reference letters. If you want to get a detailed information about this, please check my previous video about the teaching job. I talked a little bit of details about the content of your references. Next, you have to write a cover letter. Of course, you need your cover letter to give your employer 10 seconds in depth about you and your qualifications. It's a highly important document, your cover letter. Go and make a quick research about how a cover letter should look like. And you should do that and get it all done with the best details about yourself. Next, let's look at other requirements or documents you have to provide. Of course, driver's license is very important. You might be given a job by a trust or a care home that will require you to be moving from home to home or from one location to another. So you need to prove that you have you can drive, and that can only be confirmed via the submission of your driver's license. Of course, you are not submitting only your national driver's license. No, I'm talking about local driver's license. You don't need to do that alone. You also need to provide or acquire an international driver's license. This would qualify you to drive anywhere in the world outside your territory, your country. Next, you also need to provide a police criminal check certificate. Some persons call it police character clearance certificate. You need to provide that, but remember that this police criminal check certificate lasts for just about 3 months. So get it at the point you would like to begin your training, so that it doesn't expire before you get a job offer. Then you also have to do your TB test, but for the TB test, it will be done at the point of your visa application. So it's not an immediate requirement, but it's one of the requirements you need in the process of getting to the UK. Then lastly, you need a proof of fund if you are going with your family. Now, the amount you are to provide is largely dependent on the number of your family size, the number of children you have. So that is a story for another day. But remember, that is also required. So now let's go to the list of care homes or trusts that are recruiting Nigerians and other affected countries listed by WHO. Number one, I would like to talk about the Ramsey Healthcare. Ramsey Healthcare is recruiting. You can find out by checking them up on Google. Another is the Priory. The Priory is also recruiting. So please check them out and file your applications. You should also look out for the Sylvian Care. The Sylvian Care is recruiting. I also would like to mention the Radfield Home Care. Radfield Home Care is another big trust that is recruiting. And we also have the ProMedica 24. It's a live-in companionship and care home. So please search for them and shoot your application. We also have the ELYSIUM Healthcare. ELYSIUM Healthcare is a big trust that is hiring. BOPA is another place I would like you to also shoot at. And we have the AURORA HEDGEWAY school. The AURORA is also recruiting. We have St. Andrew's Healthcare. We have the London Bridge Hospital. We have Acquire Care and the Barchester. Please, all these care homes and trusts are actually taking applications from Nigeria and other affected countries. Don't be misled or misguided by certain information. You need to make findings. Be sure that this is exactly what was said. So please, you need to wake up now, begin to file your applications. You don't need to pay agents such humongous, outrageous fees. So I heard some agents are actually charging crazy amounts, and how much are we even talking about for the care jobs that you want to pay so much to get? It is a do-it-yourself thing. It's something you can do yourself, DIY. I always talk about this. It's something you can do yourself. All you need to do is get this information that I've just dished out to you for free. For free, you're not paying a dime. Just watch the video, take with your pen and paper, note down all I've said. Begin to process all of these. And as you file, get your CV ready, hit your IELTS with a minimum of band score 5.0. Of course, if you hit higher band scores, it's at your own favor. Then ensure that you have your academic qualifications, get your care experience and certificates. For care experience, if you subscribe to the company I talked about that is based in the UK, of course, they also have a branch in Nigeria, specifically in Lagos. If you subscribe to their training, it runs for 6 months. Of course, they are going to train you to have experience about caregiving. They would also help you to package your documents and guide you through the application. They're going to take you through interview preparations and every other thing. So please, if you have the funds, it's not the price is not so high, but it's not so low. Just within the range of £1,500, you are good to go. You will take their course for 6 months and you're good. But then if you don't have such amount of money, you can go online and acquire as much or as many certificates as you can. You can now also affiliate or meet any of the clinics or hospitals. Apply to intern at their hospital or health facilities. So they will place you on internship. You would acquire knowledge about caregiving. It might take you 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months, right? So get that and have an experience of what you're going in for. Don't be a mechanic and you want to go and become a caregiver because the government says you don't need to be a science student or you don't need to be a health worker to apply. Of course, that's very correct. You don't need to be a health expert, a medical doctor, a nurse, or a science expert to apply for this health care assistant job. All you need to do is build your experience and acquire the certifications, get other documents I've listed out, and you are good to go. The government of United Kingdom said you don't need high band score in IELTS. So what are you scared about? What are you scared for? Why are you afraid of writing IELTS? Go and register, write it. Just go to YouTube, or we have videos on our channel teaching about IELTS. If you are resident in Nigeria or anywhere in the world and you need online training, of course, we're here for you. You can reach out to us. Just drop your request on the comment section of this particular video and we shall continue or take it off from there. I'm not advertising IELTS anyway, but then it's something you need. All right. So, and every other item, documents, requirements, and preparations you need to do, all these things are things you can achieve. And applying for the job is also something you can apply and get the job yourself. You don't need to pay agents such huge amounts. All you need to do also is ensure that every day you file about 5 to 10 or 20 applications to different trust and home care and care homes rather. I tell you, within a period of 1, 2, 3 months, you will definitely receive an offer. So it's a project you want to do if you are interested in working as a caregiver in the United Kingdom or Ireland. And I tell you, in a short time, you will get a good news. But if you'd like to join our community, I shall be dropping the link to join our Telegram group where you can ask questions and get other information about this application. And I tell you, if you are very consistent and faithful, if you are diligent and you can take these directives and get all of these documents, trust me, you are on your way to the UK or Ireland to work as a care assistant. See you next time. I remain yours truly, Ben. And this is to show you another link for Jackbar. Catch you next time. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button so that you can be getting first-hand uploads or any information or video we drop on our YouTube channel. Please share this with your friends and let so many people benefit from this news. See you later. Bye.